Hey everybody, Dr. Ada Wells here, and I just wanted to check in to see how you're doing and how it's going with shelter in place. And hopefully you guys are keeping yourselves active. I mean, perhaps you've kind of gone through your closet a little bit and you've found that, oh wait, look, I've got this exercise band and I've got this foam roller and I have this ball and this ring and all these different things that you've accumulated over the years that you use for a short period of time and then you kind of put away. Well, then you're like, great, you have all of these toys. Let's go online and see what you can find. And somewhere you might find that you seem to be stuck in this weird little zone between, finding a P90X workout or a boot camp workout and doing chair yoga, which, you're beyond that. You're beyond sitting in a chair and lifting one arm and one leg. You can do more. That being said, you understand that you need to work out harder, but at the same time you need to work out smarter, because this body is not the same as it was when you were 20 years old. Things have changed, things have happened, and understanding and knowing that the person who's teaching you is really, really important so that you don't end up in the physical therapy office getting treated and feeling worse than when you started. Well, it's these sorts of problems that have been part of the reason why I started the Be Well, Stay Well program. In Be Well, Stay Well, what we do is a combination of live online classes, interaction with physical therapists and movement practitioners live, and also having on-demand options where we have classes in a variety of categories utilizing the type of props that you may have at home and including household items, things as simple as even a towel and a furniture slider or paper plates. So what we did is we created classes that are in different categories based on level, based on kind of the different types of things that you might need. So for example, we have foundational classes. In our foundational classes, we work on the foundation and of movement, the fundamentals of movement. Where are you in space? When you lift up an arm, what should you be thinking about, or what should you not be thinking about or having to worry about when that's happening? We have classes that are flow classes. Those are more intermediate. They're more based with transition, and they're a little bit more challenging. Great for people who already have a movement background behind them and are kind of ready to kind of get to that next level. In addition, we've got functional classes. Now, function, bringing everything back upright, bringing it back to life. We might integrate exercises that you might find in a rotational sport. Guess what? Life is a rotational sport, okay? Everything happens in spirals. We have to walk. We have to run. Well, maybe not running all the time, but we've got to be able to move. So we have classes that integrate things in an upright position. We have focus classes, and in these focus classes, we might take an area like the foot. The foot is so fundamental and important for being able to affect everything else up the chain. So we might focus on certain areas, have shorter duration classes, but places where you can really, get yourself more honed in on that. Maybe you've got some bad knees and you're like, gosh, I would love a class that doesn't require kneeling all the time. Guess what? Some of those classes will. In addition, we'll have daily fix classes, and these are those little short, maybe those little 10-minute little tips and tricks that you can do, utilizing some of these little fun toys you might have at home that are really those little kind of like, hey, those get the kinks out types of exercises that you can do that just keeps your body tuned up in your own general maintenance. And then we'll have OOV classes, and for those of you who've never seen an OOV, never worked with an OOV, this is an OOV. And while it's very organic looking, this is probably one of the most valuable tools I have ever used working with my patients and my clients. It enables us to work in a three-dimensional manner because there are no straight lines on the OOV. There are no straight lines in real life, you guys. So when you can work on something that actually creates and reproduces more of what real life feels, but in a way that gives you feedback, and so you know where you are in space, my rules with this thing when we work on it are, it should not hurt. Well, that's great. Don't fall off. That works. I can follow that. With those two things, you don't have to worry about if you're doing the exercise right or wrong. If you can follow along and follow those rules, you're going to be getting benefit from the class. So we integrate, like I said, the different tools. Whether you want to purchase the little random things you might not already have, or just utilize what you have currently, we usually will add some substitutions of what you can use in case you don't have something. And all of this is really for $39. It's for $39. $39 for 1 to 3 live classes a day, on-demand options, and having the opportunity to interact with a physical therapist and or a movement practitioner that can just help you understand, how do you modify this when I need to? So it's a fantastic way to be able to keep yourselves moving. And once again, being able to find that little balance between working out too hard and actually, injuring yourself, and not doing enough to make sure that you're actually creating some sort of change and transformation in your own body. If you're interested, go to www.probalance.tv. I will make sure I have the link below, and that's where you can already see part of the class schedule, and in addition, you can sign up from that page. So I hope you guys will come join us, and I'm certainly looking forward to being there with you guys.